Greetings and welcome back everyone. If you like these daily crypto analysis videos, hit the like button and subscribe. Please share these videos with your friends to help the channel grow. I'm Crypto Snake, back again to discuss some Bitcoin analysis. So I'm going to start this video off on the 4-hour chart and break down exactly what happened here. We tested the 65.24 area multiple times. This was in fact the 4th test of this resistance area. Normally we break down after a 3rd test, so this dump was definitely projected. As I laid out in the previous videos, I was seeing TK crossovers and side trading and a potential TK crossover forming on this 4-hour chart. Once this formed this morning, I gave a warning out to my VIPs that I did believe that a dump was imminent, and we ended up taking some solid profits shorting it from this level as it blasted through the 63.88 support zone and has actually continued to drop down. So you're probably wondering, where's it going from here? Well, as was expected from this candle down, we did actually have another candle up, and some of my VIPs did manage to take a long position on that to get some nice profits. Good job, guys. But let's go over a quick bullish perspective on this. Right now, the price is heavily separated from this Kijun-sen, but I'm not sure how much that's going to coincide as the Kijun-sen is dropping with the price, and I do believe we are potentially forming a bear flag. The RSI is also down close to the 30 area, very oversold. But as you may or may not know, when we are in a bear trend, it is actually possible to break this 30 level and go down even further down to the 20, as you can see on this previous dump. This is normally only temporary before we get a nice resurgence back up. So even though we're oversold here and we are separated from the Kijun-sen, I still do believe we are very likely to break down a little bit further. Let's go down to the 2-hour chart to highlight that bear flag that I laid out. So on the chart you can see these two large red candles that broke us down to this position, followed by a nice green candle upward. And if we move down to the 1-hour chart, you can even see this better, that it did start trending up. A lot of the bulls got into this position. Oh, it's time to long. And I did actually suggest that a long position from here might be potentially lucrative as a pullback to this Kijun-sen, but it was only very temporary, as these are always formed after bear flags. After a large dump, we normally do see a quick resurgence to get some of the bulls back in, followed by another dump. Now I've gone ahead and drawn a very loose bear flag here just to demonstrate where this price might be going. Drawing a bear flag and finding out where the next flagpole might head down to is done by copying the initial flagpole and attaching it to the flag. Now I might be a little bit pessimistic on where this actually started. If we bring it down to here, the price target is very close to this 61.50 support area. Right now it does appear to strike through, but I'm fairly confident right now that the price should rebound and research from this 61.50 support because we've held it as historic support before. And if we were to actually break through this support line, let's go back to the 1-day chart and take a look at this. It would break our cycle of higher lows after these dumps, which is indicative of completing the market cycle. And if we were to break down lower and finish a candle down, say at this 58.47, it would mean that the market cycle is not complete, and we still have some time before the altcoin season. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the technical indicators on the daily chart and why I think that the price is still going to continue breaking down from here. If we take a look at the daily RSI, we're actually in a no man's land between the 40 and 37 level. And I do believe that 37 support actually coincides with this 61.50 support area, but it is also possible that we could test down to the 30 on the daily. Again, another bullish perspective here is that we did strike through the daily Kijun-sen, which has actually started to incline, and I normally do expect a price pullback to that level, but we are having trouble breaking back into this 62.70 previous support, now resistance line. And I also expect this Kijun-sen to start dropping with this price and descend a little bit. So overall, my price targets right now is a test of the 61.40 area and a very likely pullback to this Kijun-sen. I might be opening a speculative long around the 61.40 area, but I'm going to be watching the technical indicators before I decide on that. But before I get on with the rest of my technical analysis here, if you'd like to join my free Telegram for insights on the market, including Bitcoin, altcoins, and a sneak peek to my personal entries and exits, join t.me/CryptoSnakebit. Links directly to the chat and a link on how to install Telegram, which is a free chat program I use to communicate with my VIPs, in the description below. We've also been pulling some savage gains this month in the VIP group. You can see a preview of the gains we've made this month, and right now I'm getting geared up for some massive gains for the next bull run. I've given out a list of potentially discount altcoins I plan to ride for the bull run to my VIPs, as well as some hot altcoin swing positions every week. If you want information on how to get into the VIP group to be part of these trades, the information is also in the description below. So I'm going to cover the market health here really fast, as this is a very time sensitive video. We did smash through this 200 billion mark again, we smashed through it with conviction. We're down to $192 billion. That's almost a $10 billion drop from yesterday. The altcoin market is suffering. I did pull out of my altcoin positions, which I was riding for profit, as I did see this dump coming. If we go and take a look at the Bitcoin dominance, we can see that there is a very slight resurgence, going back up to 56.39% back from the 55 range. This is obviously representative of the altcoins closing a lot of their positions as well. You can see there was a massive drop in the others as a spike of Bitcoin went up. Basically is essentially people pulling out of their altcoin positions to go into Bitcoin to liquidate it back into fiat, and thus causing the altcoin market to crash. So let's go back to the chart here really quick, go down to the 4 hour and take a look at the Heiken Ashi. Now these red candles are indicative of money leaving the market. On the 4 hour chart, we're basically just bleeding money out. If you want a more in-depth look at this, we can go down to the 1 hour. This is why I call this a bear flag. None of these candles are any money going back into the market. It's just the price adjusting to correct for falling too quickly. And another reason why I think it's going to continue dumping it is that we're still posting red candles on the Heiken Ashi. So people are still in fear mode. Very likely that we're going to get another dump as people look at their portfolio and see this giant dump and close a lot of their positions thinking this is going to go deeper, and it very well may. Moving back to the 1 day, we did start posting our first red candle as well, indicating that this was in fact the end of the bull rally I laid out in the previous video. In the previous video, I did say that this candle was forming a little bit of market indecision and that I did believe this would be the end of the bull rally. And if we take a look at Bitcoin shorts today, we are actually approaching that all-time high position again. However, the RSI is not overextended, so I do believe we could post a new all-time high on the shorts. So that does not necessarily mean that there will be a short squeeze. I will expect a short squeeze once we get up into the 70 area and possibly above. But at the moment, I think we're relatively safe from a short squeeze, which would obviously increase the price very rapidly. This short squeeze on the Bitcoin shorts could actually coincide with the 6150 area. And again, Bitcoin shorts is a measurement of the people betting against the market, betting that Bitcoin will go down. So it's almost at an all-time high right now. Let me just flip back to Bitcoin here and give you guys a little bit of perspective on this dump. So this dump is actually a good thing. If you're a professional trader like me, you profit when Bitcoin goes up and you profit when Bitcoin goes down. That being said, we are so close to completing this market cycle, as I've laid out in previous videos. And we are so close to alt season, I can taste it. And it tastes oddly like money, which frankly isn't a great taste, but that's besides the point. We are so primed for altcoin season after this. Again, as I laid out in the previous video, I did believe that we would very likely see one more pump after this, one more large pump before rejection to form another higher low, and then we will push into the bull market for the rest of the year. So if you guys aren't hyped for this already, you definitely should be, because there are going to be a lot of money making opportunities around the corner. The great thing about a bull season is that even if you enter a position, say around here, that price is very likely to resurge back up to that as it posts higher lows and continues upwards. So you profit almost no matter what. So I just wanted to leave you guys on that positive note. Before I wrap this video up, I just want to say good luck on your trades this week. Please join me in my free Telegram at t.me/cryptosnakepit, where I give up-to-the-minute updates on Bitcoin and my personal exits and entries for the private VIP group. Also included is our private VIP chat, where you can chat with many of our experienced savage traders, get personal technical analysis from me, and answer any questions you might have. Feel free to message me on Telegram and I'll get you into that group right after this. This is CryptoSnake, signing off.